And it's a very, very powerful voice if we would use it for the right things. If we would put our energy in the right place, we could do mighty powerful things, like save the children, like put an end to child trafficking.
Time is running out. So I think it sucks. And I pray that something's going to make a big impact soon, because I don't know. I look at everything that has distractions. You know, there's so many people that are giving their energy to the wrong things. You know, you look at the BLM riots and you think they're really fighting for a change. And that's what people want you to think, is they're fighting for a change. They're fighting for the change of slavery and oppression. It would be a great thing if they were. But that's not really what they're doing, is it? All black lives don't matter, do they? I'm not saying that George Floyd deserved to die the way he did. Nobody does. He was a convict. He was a rapist. He was a pedophile. He was on many porn websites for having sex with someone who looked exactly like his daughter. That picture where he's sitting on a bed and his chest is out, and you're like, and he's, I know somebody screenshotted that, but when he's like sitting on the bed with his bare chest, that's actually a clip from a porn video. He held a pregnant woman at gunpoint. He was running around with fake money and fentanyl in his mouth. Again, I'm not saying he deserved to die, but the man had 12 funerals when nobody else could go outside. Could you, during the time that George Floyd had 12 funerals with golden caskets, everybody in God's name there, people who didn't even know him, you at the time were dealing with a pandemic, I use that word loosely, quotes, air quotes, pandemic, that you couldn't go see your loved one. You had to have a virtual funeral. You couldn't even go into the hospital to advocate for a loved one if they couldn't speak for themselves, and including if they were special needs or a child. You couldn't go to a funeral. You couldn't go outside. You couldn't even go to work. The kids couldn't go to school. But George Floyd had 12 funerals with golden caskets. The distractions from all the court cases. We had Kyle Rittenhouse. People were in the streets pissed. People were so pissed they were talking about, if that boy gets off, we killing people. Remember that? There was Kyle Rittenhouse, the uproar for that. Every truth teller had it posted on their platforms. They were keeping tabs on it, just like the Johnny Depp trial and the Amber Heard trial. There's TikToks. We had O.J. Simpson, where people were running to their TVs to talk about that glove that he put on his hand, because that was a thing that you do with evidence. A whole other problem for a whole other day. Don't even start at OJ on a personal level that we ain't gonna talk about. But all these bullshit shit shows, court shows. But the one that really matters, Ghislaine Maxwell, you can't even get people to keep tabs on it the way they do truth tellers. You can't even get them to keep tabs on it the way they do anything else. Why is that? Kobe Bryant, when he died, even though he had a shipping port in Long Beach, California to personally traffic girls, and security intel that knows that for a definite fact, there was murals everywhere. People drove to Los Angeles. People who don't even watch basketball just decided to pop on a jersey and drive down because everybody was there. So they did the same thing, just like in BLM. There were people with George Floyd shirts on and they didn't even know who the man was. They were just doing what? Following the crowd. Herd mentality. Where'd the truckers go? All that with the truckers, where'd they go? Remember all that? We're going to go to the White House and we're going to shut it down until we get what we want. And we're going to be there on the 28th of 5 months ago. And by the way, when we're on our way there, we're going to stop by the Super Bowl too and shut that down. And what were all the patriots and Christians? Woohoo! Go truckers! Honk, honk, ahooga! Where'd they go? Why didn't they shut down the White House like they said they were going to do? How come it's taking them so long? Shit, we've been all around the fucking place in days. I think we did the east to the west coast in like 4 days straight. So if they're truckers, and there's a shit ton of them, and they even left some back to make sure that the supply was good for everybody else, where did they go? All you bullshit telegrams that had the truckers and this and the truckers, where'd they go? You see how people are so gullible, but you see how it's a distraction? Turn and look over here. It's gonna be okay, everybody. The truckers are gonna save the day. Where'd they go? Where's all those patriots, all those patriots that decide to, I want to fight for anything? Proud Boys, where they at? Do you ever see them talk about trafficking? The patriots, the Proud Boys, those big patriots that have all these protests that no more vaccine, no more this, no more that, no more this. Do you ever hear them say no more child trafficking? Ever? Do you notice that people fall back from the truth because it's the truth? The only thing that triggers people or gets them in an uproar is bullshit. Do you know that just like in middle school, high school, elementary school, when there is a school fight, it takes about 2 to 3 weeks for it to die down. It takes about 2 to 3 weeks for people to stop sharing the fight, looking for the video, bullying whoever lost, and hyping up whoever won. It takes about 2 to 3 weeks for that shit to die down because something else happens at the school and then people are on to something else. You do know that your truth tellers, everybody that's using you, playing on your intelligence, they know that, right? That's why we never default. That's why we always bringing y'all back. That's why we are always like, focus. Don't look at my boogers. Focus right here. I'm talking to you. Because people are always so quick to be like, over there. Over here. Over there. Get mad about that. Don't be mad about this. Don't be mad about that. Be mad about that because we can't fix that. Be mad about this because we can definitely just get that to go away in 2 or 3 weeks, maybe a few months after the hype goes down. But don't be mad about that because that's real. Be mad about this. Where is the energy though? Where is the outrage? Why isn't anybody putting the same energy that they put into getting mad about something into the children? You gotta have the same outrage. Kyle Rittenhouse, outrage. Children, quiet. George Floyd, outrage. Children, quiet. Johnny Depp, outrage. Children, quiet. Kobe, outrage. Children, crickets. The Ghislaine Maxwell trial, all I can hear is crickets. But for everything else, just look at it. Just look at it and tell me you don't see the things that we see. Like some don't smell right.
What's going on with the children is a Holocaust. It's a Holocaust. You know, we think about what happened in Nazi Germany, or we think about black slavery, and how we would have done things different, or we would have jumped on the Underground Railroad, or we would have done this or that. But you got a Holocaust happening right now against the children. Not in another country, in your city, in your state, maybe even on your street. You're not going to be able to get on the other side of this and say, oh, I should have did that. Do it now. Do it now when it matters. Get in the fight. The point of us pushing you guys to get outside and stand is, number one, for you to be a leader, for you to find your courage to stand for the children. Because when all is said and done, we're all going to need that courage to finish this fight. It's not about organizing or who's going on what day. Just go.
Just go.
It's about you digging deep and finding the courage and making a difference and making a change and be willing to do whatever it takes.
Just go. That victim that sees you, they don't get to schedule the time they see you. They don't get to, well, you know what, can you torture me maybe on a Wednesday? Because honestly, I was thinking about doing something fun on Tuesday. Is that okay with you? You think I could tell my enemies, hey, can y'all stop? Can y'all chill for give me 2 days? And then we could get back at this. But right now, I need 2 days. No. It's not how it works. You think they got the choice? Like, do I have to go in there and get raped alone? Because that's not something really I want to do. I mean, I felt like if we could do this with somebody or a friend or, you know, somebody that I know, maybe I'll feel a little bit more comfortable. But do we have to do this alone? That's not how that works. So while you're sitting here deciding, you know what, I have a party at 7. I got free time at 4. I'm busy from like 9 to 12. I can't stand for an hour. So what's stopping you from standing for 10 minutes? What's stopping you when you go to the grocery store to have a sign in your back seat and just to say, you know what? I just got the groceries. Before I get the groceries, let me just 2 minutes outside. Just 2 minutes outside. Put the damn sign in your car. Go get your groceries. Go to your graduation party. Do whatever the hell you feel you need to do. But stop thinking that this war is going to be scheduled and televised. It's not the way it works. You are living in a TV reality world. Quit that shit. Stop waiting. That's like somebody trying to learn how to double dutch. You wait to jump in. I'm sorry, black reference. But you wait to jump in, your ass gonna get hit by the rope. Jump. Just jump. You know all those times when somebody's like, I don't know if I can do this. It's an adrenaline rush. Something looks scary. You do it and you're like, shit, that wasn't even that bad. It wasn't bad at all, actually. I was tripping. I need to chill.
And somebody's got to have the courage to stand for even a minute.